First, more on Facebook Zuckerberg finally breaking his silence. Whether it's distracting from the real issue on data mining, that's what we're going to debate. And here's the corporate flannel, the padding Mark Zuckerberg is putting around this scandal. Quote, I've been working to understand exactly what happened to make sure this doesn't happen again. The good news is that the most important actions to prevent this from happening again today, we have already taken years ago. But why is it still happening? He didn't answer the question. Also, Sheryl Sandberg, that's Facebook's chief operating officer, also weighing in, saying, quote, we know that this was a major violation of people's trust. I deeply regret that we didn't do enough to deal with it. We've got a responsibility to protect your data. And if we can't, then we don't deserve to serve you. Facebook stock closing in the green today, but moving down after hours. Let's bring in former Republican governor of Arkansas, Mike Huckabee. Governor, what's your reaction to what's going on at Facebook?
Well, when they talk about the fact, they say, we don't know how this happened or why it happened, I can help them out here. It happened because they made $41 billion selling this stuff. I mean, it's a little self-serving for them to pretend that they had no idea that people were using that data to target folks, whether it was for politics or selling them a gizmo. I mean, that's nonsense. And I do think that it's going to be interesting when they show up before Congress and Mark Zuckerberg has to sit there. And it's not going to be a pleasant day. I think Democrats and Republicans both are going to hammer him hard about the violation of trust that Facebook has had with its customers.
I say, Governor, here's what's really irritating about this. Zuckerberg and Sandberg, they paint themselves as white knight do-gooders. They're apparently aspiring to higher office. When in reality, they are just running one big giant app, as you point out, made nearly $41 billion in sales last year. How do they do it? They let in an army of apps and developers, data mine your information, your kids' information, your family's information, your friends' information, without you or them knowing it, without giving permission. So do their statements make up for all of this?
No, it doesn't make up for it at all. And one of the things that becomes especially phony is the fact that they were in collusion with the Hillary campaign. If you read the email exchange between Sheryl Sandberg and John Podesta, the campaign manager for Hillary, January of 2016, it's a love fest of how we want to be supportive, and Sheryl Sandberg saying we certainly are so happy to be helpful to Hillary. This was not just some objective data company that was trying to help people come together in this wonderful Facebook community. These are capitalists, but they're also very political, and they're very left of center. And I think more and more we're beginning to realize that Facebook, had a great idea, but they've manipulated the power of their company to help the people they like, to hurt the people they don't, and to just make profits like crazy off of everybody who signs on.
You know, to your point, Governor, it's been researchers have said the dating app industry is built on Facebook data. The job search app industry built on Facebook data. You know, and the other thing, too, Governor, to your point, Mark Zuckerberg has apologized again and again. In fact, you remember he made his New Year resolution to fix Facebook. Remember when he said this about the Russia meddling on its own website?
Now we're going to explore ways that we can share more information about anyone attempting to interfere with elections. We are working proactively to strengthen the democratic process. Beyond pushing back against threats, we will also create more services to protect our community while engaging in political discourse.
Again and again, Governor, you hear the same corporate flannel, the same padding, the same pablum. This is all about trying to present a picture of credibility and trust. Is there a credibility crisis now at Facebook?
There's a huge credibility crisis, in part because Facebook has recently been very diligent in selecting who you can correspond with. I mean, they censor, and I use the word censor carefully because technically only the government can censor. But here's what they do. They manipulate who is able to see what you post. So if they think you're posting too many conservative articles and that your news portions that you put out are too conservative, they can simply limit the number of people who can see them, even though there are people who want to see them. And that's why I think there's an army of plaintiffs' lawyers sitting around somewhere figuring out just when and how they're going to file a multi-billion-dollar antitrust lawsuit against Facebook, ultimately Google and Twitter, not so much for being big, but for manipulating their bigness and virtually running a monopoly that controlled and manipulated the marketplace.
You know, it's staring at us right in the face. It's a branding problem. They're not a social media company like they're journalists. They're a social network. They're one big giant app. That's the problem.